Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it is the bottom of the 8th inning, Game 6 of the 2013 World Series, and we could be on the verge of history here. This is very likely the Red Sox last at-bat of the 2013 season, with a World Championship on the line, up 6-1, John Lackey delivering a masterful performance in his last start of 2013, a pitcher in John Lackey, who's been through so much in his time in Boston. Some people thought he would never fit in with the team. He was a really good pitcher with the Angels. I mean, now the Cardinals are just skipping pitchers away. But honestly, 6-1, the Red Sox, they haven't won yet, but it is the bottom of the 8th. Their last at-bat, and very fittingly, they will have the top of the order up, with Jacoby Ellsbury at the dish. So, Cardinals obviously are playing to win it. They're not giving outs away. So let's see what's going on here. Ellsbury at the dish. 3-0 on Ellsbury. If they put him on, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to steal. And Ueihara getting ready to close out the World Series. Another remarkable story. Koji Ueihara. Not the closer they chose, but the closer he ended up being. After Andrew Bailey and Joel Hanrahan both went down with injuries. Man, Joe wasn't close with any of those, and he's jogging down to first on a walk. I don't know what he's doing there. Did he think it was a wild pitch? I mean, he's still batting. He really busted it down to first on that walk. And now some lady's talking to a really old guy. My guess is that he was here in 1918 and that he may never have left that seat. He might actually have watched every game without even knowing it. Again, I can't hear what he's saying because I have the audio off, but I'm going to say that he's saying that, things were 5 cents back in 1918. Okay, back to you guys, Tim. Well, no, she wouldn't sound like that. She'd be like, back to you guys, Tim. I can't do a girl voice. I also can't do an old man voice. I would offend you if I tried. I already tried. Oh, well. Can't take it back now. Apparently the game is so boring that we're going to talk to an old guy the entire time. He's a nice old guy, I'll give him that. He's not a bad-looking old guy. Either them making a pitching change or just something ridiculous. Are they really bringing in Rosenthal? All right, fine, bring in Rosenthal. Preserve this deficit. All right, Matheny. When we come back, I don't appreciate the awkward commercial cut in my video, but I'll live with it because we're about to kick your butts in the World Series. So, anyway, look at that seamless transition. Pedroia now up to bat against Trevor Rosenthal. The closer, the hard-throwing closer. Uh-oh, he's going to pick him off. Oh, boy. Here we go. You want to have another rundown? Jacoby won the last one. Should I say he run the last one? No, I'm not going to say that. Well, I already did. I'm making a lot of lame puns here, but you know what? In all seriousness, this has been excellent to do this Red Sox playoff coverage. Did I think the Red Sox would win the World Series? I thought they would be competitive. I did not imagine this. It looks like there's going to be a double play, which would be kind of weird. Oh, they're only going to get the one out, though. Everybody busting it. Ellsbury busting it on that walk was kind of awesome. He drew a walk, and then he just, sprinted down to first like he had to. I could care less about these guys. But the Red Sox really just... This has been the best World Series I've ever seen. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Controversy aside, it's just some ridiculous plays. This thing has been as intense as it was proclaimed to be. And yes, this Game 6 has not been all that dramatic, aside from a couple innings where the Cardinals were threatening, but... It's 6-1, and Big Poppy's up. They've walked him 3 times in the game. He's only had 1 plate appearance, batting .688 in the World Series. What does this guy do for an encore? Let's find out. Big Poppy, I'm going to tip my cap to you. I'm going to tip my cap to the entire Red Sox organization on one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen. Had the pleasure of seeing a game live in August, a game in which they beat the Mariners 8-7 after trailing 7-2. And what can I say? This is going to be ridiculous. The Red Sox are 1 inning away from a World Series. And Rosenthal just balked. He just obstructed the mound. Just because. That was awesome. See, you have seen it all in this World Series. An obstruction. Is he going to argue the balk? I hope he does. I really hope he argues the balk. Oh, what do you mean I balked? I mean, you barely threw a pitch. Oh, they're just coming out to talk to him. I thought Matheny was going to be like, you call that a balk? Is he going to make another pitching change? Because I really don't want to change the camera again. Keep him in the game, please. I mean, I enjoy savoring this, but even I get tired of it after a while. No, not really. Well, let's hear it for the bulk. So now we've seen a pickoff, a rundown, an obstruction call. We've seen a lot of stuff in this World Series. I haven't filmed all of it, but in fact, now that I think about it, I filmed almost nothing memorable, other than me going nuts about nothing. I mean, I was on camera for a few things. I was on camera when the Red Sox came back against the Tigers in Game 2. Not the Grand Slam, of course. That would have been awesome. I was on camera, like, after Saltalamacchia got a single to win it, but I was still on camera for it. And they're going to walk him again! I don't know if this is because of the bulk. I mean, all right, fine. Ortiz's last game of 2013, and they're going to just kind of say, there you go. The people, he almost threw that one away. That would have been funny. Ortiz is like, really? I'm like, really? Red Sox Nation's going, really? The old guy who could barely talk is going, really? Nah, I'm kidding. I like that old guy. 3-1. You know what? Whatever. Walk him again. Your almighty closer, Trevor Rosenthal, is coming to issue a walk. He almost threw one away. Well, you very likely saw David Ortiz's last plate appearance of 2013. He didn't get a lot of them because they kept walking him. Well, didn't get a lot of at-bats. Allen Iverson retired today. Go figure. LeBron in Philly. LeBron sucks! LeBron James sucks! And so do the Spurs! Back to the game. Mike Napoli. 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Here we go, Mike Napoli. Well, yeah, he'll pitch to Napoli. You know, Napoli's not such a bad hitter either. He had quite a few home runs of his own this regular season, and in the postseason he's been pretty good. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think he struck out 3 times in this game. All right, here we go. Whatever. I can't really, no matter what happens to this at-bat, because he already intentionally walked Ortiz, so if he gets the out on Napoli, it's like, all right, well, that's what you were supposed to do. And if he doesn't, then it's like, haha, you walk somebody just to give up a hit to someone else. So either way, I win. And I'm guessing the Red Sox are going to win. Oh, man, I'm ready for the champagne and confetti and whatever the hell's going to break loose in this next inning. I don't even know what to expect. I really don't. When I say that, I mean from the Fenway fans. I mean, they have not won a World Series at Fenway since 1918. They've won 2 since 1918. This would be their 3rd. It feels surreal. It really does. You always want your team to win a championship, but when you're minutes away from it, potentially minutes away from it, depending on what happens here, I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, awesomeness. 1-2. All right. Rosenthal and the Cardinals pitching like this inning has any meaning. Well, I guess it does to them. Ueihara getting ready for a, drama-filled 9th inning. Let's see what happens there. You know that I will be on camera and I will have the instant reaction of the Red Sox should they win the World Series, which it looks like they will do. So let's see if this 2013 team has it in them. They all tried to say no, they couldn't do it. Some people even tried to obstruct them. But the Red Sox are going to come through anyway. I'll tell you, this kid Rosenthal, he does throw pretty well, even though it's 3-2 now after an 0-2 count. I'll leave it alone. There's too much to comment on to waste time with Yadier Molina or Trevor Rosenthal or Mike Matheny or, the Cardinals played a good World Series. All right, whatever. All right, fine, he struck out. Don't worry about it. It figures Napoli's last at-bat would be a strikeout. He struck out so many times this season. Let's go, Napoli! 1918. Boston Braves were the only other professional sports team in the city of Boston. That is a really terrible logo. Oh, here's all the things that have happened or something. Oh, September 11th. Wow. Babe Ruth was used as a defensive replacement in left field for the Red Sox. That's a position you would end up playing for the Yankees. Besides the fact that most of that presentation looked like it was made on Microsoft PowerPoint and it kind of sucked. It was kind of cool. Kind of cool. Cool to win that. All right, Johnny Gomes, get a home run just to punctuate it. Get a home run! Get your victory lap in, Mr. Gomes. Put on the Army helmet because it's time to party. Oof. 97. Tell you, this is going to be like the hardest throwing closer to lose a World Series. I got to tell you. The game was only an hour and 46 minutes, September 11th, 1918. Oh, man, this is ridiculous. I am ready. I know it's not the 9th yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, whatever. All right, when we come back, and we will do it, the Red Sox, 3 outs to go. Redemption. Boston Red Sox baseball, here we come.